We also help you make the most out of your MyCareer experience and give you the rundown of all.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
I'm Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. This NBA season rocking right along, and we're loving every minute of it. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn looking very confident right now. They've played well of late, winning 5 of their last 6 games. Tonight, an opportunity to continue that trend. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time. Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq. Not just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the league.
But you said you just called
me a one-way player. I said in a long time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes, that's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish in his ways.
Hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Well, that was outrageously funny.
That was pretty freakish, right?
Oh, it was. Here's
I
Kevin
already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got an Eastern Conference panel ready to get rolling, and this New York crowd wants some love from their Knicks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
And on an ordinary night, guys, I think they would have come out on top. That's just how well they played, but they happened to catch an opposing team at the very top of their game.
I'd venture to guess, Greg, that if that game was played in their building instead of on the road, they win it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Turner in at shooting guard. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Turner. Young outside, a 3 ball, cannot hit. On defense, Brooklyn coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Lopez, a screen on a follow. And Turner kicks to Johnson. Shoots a fader, and that is good. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Jack, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jack's got his first basket.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And that one's good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
This is to Turner. Lopez over to help. And Turner kicks to Lopez. Young outside. And stolen by a follow. Turner with the steal. And whenever Freak finds himself in New York, Clark, you can always bet on seeing his mom and dad in the stands watching him play.
Well, Freak is somewhat the pride of New York with his roots and ties to the city. When they own you, they embrace you, you're theirs. And it's always nice to see a player getting that kind of love from his hometown fans.
Now here's Anthony following the miss by Freak. And it's a follow, penetrating. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
splashed them one after another. It really was quite a display from the stripe. Guys, he is close to where he was last year in that category, but his numbers are still down just a skosh.
Now here's Turner, coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
And the foul called on Freak. That's foul. Nets trail by 9. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Turner in a 2-guard. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Jack in at the 1. Now here's Turner. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And now, in transition, it's a Flalo. Here we go. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers got the job done. He finished with 39 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
All right, thanks so much, Doris. What a great report, and what a jaw-dropping performance that was, guys.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I mean, he's given himself a hard act to follow here tonight.
You know what? But as good as he was, it's hard to think there won't be at least some sort of carryover effect, guys. I mean, he still has to be riding pretty high.
The Knicks leading by 10. Williams passes to Afflalo. Back to Williams. Pass to Porzingis. Outside Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Turner comes with the double team. Brooks can't get that one to fall. Nets trail by 10. And it's Turner off the drive. And yes, sir, that one drops. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Afflalo dishes to Brooks. Turner comes with the double team. On its way from Afflalo for 2. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
Outside Turner. Johnson up top. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 5.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Porzingis. A 17-point game for him in the win against Detroit.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And the Nets making a change here. Bargnani's checked in.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash-mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City Dancers.
With the pause in the action, let's bring you the list of teams that have been lighting it up over the last 10 years.
Your Knicks City Dancers.
Out of a very, very long season. But the coach has got to be pleased that his team has been able to score big with some consistency.
Nets on defense. They trail by 7. And Brooks, here we go. Williams passes to Porzingis. A baseline J. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Brooks on the double team. Now the pass to Lopez. It's tipped. Brooks with it. And Young picks him up defensively.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Lopez, a screen on a follow. Lopez over to help. And Turner kicks to Jack. Back to Turner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Young's shot is off.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Second shot opportunity. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
Terrell Wright's checked in for Brook Lopez.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wright.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Now here's Brooks. 17 points for him last game against Detroit. Shot clock at 2. And Turner with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the